numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? Y'all waiting?
Right there, 56.
On first down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver, Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Breeze now. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are, we can't get going, are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton, and the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton, that's complete, Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, this is caught by Gill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Andy Dalton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they run with Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton, he gets this one to Boyd. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Dalton gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Auden Tate as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
What tight end? We got 3. We got 6.
Here's Breeze. Again has it complete. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. A final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 24. Mixon with a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm here all day.
And that's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
56, the muck, boys. 56. Check, 56. Switch.
Regular. Hey, Charlie.
47.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OT.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Breeze. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I'm coming after you.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit.
So Dalton now going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. To throw here, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. On first down, Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the toss, Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Deuce.
93, 52, 95.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Breeze. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yellow lady. 3 buzz.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
95-56. 65.
Breeze now on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready? 5-9. Check 59. Watch the run.
On first down, Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready? Hey, man. Watch the boot. Tight dog. Tonight.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.